tell you, the great thing that we always have here on ham radio is you always meet the nicest people in the world here on ham radio, and there's all kinds of things that you can do on ham radio, and you can talk anywhere in the world. If the sun is up, the sun is down, if it's raining, if it's snowing there. Roger?
Yeah, and right here it's pretty sunny, it's pretty cold, and there's no clouds in the sky. What about you?
Well, you know, we're just about the same. We're not that far away from each other, and yeah, it's a little cold this morning. I think fall has finally arrived. It's been hot there for such a long time, but it's sure nice to know that we're getting some cooler temperatures. It won't be too much longer, and we'll have some snow on the ground, I think. But I think it's ready to get ready for Halloween first there, Roger?
For you. Are you a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Yes, I am. They're not having a really good year so far, but we've been a Chiefs fan since we were about 10 years old.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big Chiefs fan too.
Well, I'm hoping they'll do better tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens, but we're still going to pull for them. Hopefully do really well. So, of course, we also, we used to live up there with you guys. We used to live in Iowa, too. We used to live in Grinnell years ago, and so we know the areas pretty well, and we always like to root for the Iowa teams there. Roger?
Yeah, the Iowa teams are pretty good.
Well, let me ask you this. When Iowa State and Iowa played, who did you root for?
I think that I watched
that one. I think you're going to be in politics. Good for you. That's a great answer.
You're funny.
Hey, you said it. I didn't say it. Well, tell your operators there, as I just mentioned to him, we have a YouTube channel, and we've got you guys live right now on YouTube, but you can go back later and listen to it. So you tell your operator there to put down my call, K0RWB, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Go to YouTube in the search bar and type in that call sign, and you'll go to my YouTube channel, look for the video with today's date on it, and we'll have you guys on the YouTube channel get to actually hear what you sound like on the air there, Roger?
Okay.
And the great thing is it's free and it's just a lot of fun. The only problem is there's a webcam. There's actually two webcams. One of them is pointed at the amplifier and the other one's looking at me. So we're going to give a wave to you so you get to see my smiley face.
Hey, sounds really good, Randy. I'm going to put Ethan on right now. I'm going to hand the mic over.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, hopefully Ethan can hear me. Good morning to you, Ethan. My name here is Randy, and we live just east of Kansas City, Missouri. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Wow, what a great signal. And I think you've got a good radio voice. Terrific. So what are you guys thinking so far of this amateur radio? Is that pretty cool stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. You know, if you did this a month ago, you probably wouldn't have as much fun. It'd be awful hot. But, boy, it seems to be a little easier temperature-wise for us. Again, as I was telling the others, that this is just a really great hobby. You meet some really, really great people. Here's what you got to think about, Ethan. Ham radio, it's a free phone call. You just don't know who's on the other end.
What kind of radio are you using?
Well, we have a Yaesu radio, and the model is called an FTDX10. That's what we have. And we have this little piece of wire sticking outside on the side of our tower, and that allows us to get on the air and talk to people. So a pretty simple little setup. Works pretty well for us there. Go ahead.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, we've been a ham operator since 2008. We kind of got started late in life, but we're trying to make up for it. we've had just a really great time. We've always really enjoyed talking to people from all over the United States, Canada, around the world, and we just have a great time with this. Almost as fun as my mobile phone, but I like the ham radio a lot better than I do there. Go ahead.
I'm 10 years old. How old are you?
Well, if I said 12, would you believe me?
No.
Okay. If I said 40, would you believe me?
Maybe.
Okay. How about if I said 50?
Probably not.
Oh, is that too old or too young?
Too old.
Oh, okay, good. Well, there's somewhere in between. How about 47?
Okay.
Oh, terrific. Well, I tell you, 10 years old, I got my first set of walkie-talkies for Christmas, and my brother and I used to play with those, and we would run around the block in town, and we just had a great time talking on those little walkie-talkies. And here I am years later, sitting here talking to you. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, Ethan. There, Roger?
Yep.
So are you going to be there for the weekend, or are you just going to be there for today?
I'm just going to be here for today.
Well, that's good. And where do you live there in Iowa?
Cedar Rapids.
Oh, okay. You're in Cedar Rapids. Okay. Have you ever heard of a town called Grinnell?
Yeah.
Well, I used to live in Grinnell not too many years ago, and my brother used to go to school up at UNI. I'm sure you've heard of UNI, haven't you?
Yep, I have.
Yeah, well, we lived up there as well, and then my brother moved over to Spencer, Iowa, which is up in the northwest corner of Iowa. So we spent many a day up and down the roads in Iowa. What a great place to grow up.
It's really fun.
So what do you do when you're not out there playing in the fields? What do you like to do for fun?
Play outside.
Oh, that's a terrific answer. And what do you do when you're outside? Do you play with yourself, or do you have other kids you play with, or what do you guys do?
I play with some of my friends, and I also like going hunting and fishing.
Oh, very good. Boy, there's some really good hunting and fishing in Iowa. Where's the best place you go fishing?
Monticello.
At Monticello, okay, been there too. And what kind of fish do you catch?
I catch walleye, catfish, bluegill. The biggest caught is 29-pound catfish.
And you caught that one yourself? No way.
Yes, I did.
And do you have pictures?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And did you get to eat him later, or did you put him back in the water?
I ate him.
Oh, and how'd he taste?
Delicious.
You know what? I think you're a future radio broadcaster. You're doing really, really well. This is kind of fun to be on the radio, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. We just really enjoy it as well. We just have a great time. Unfortunately, we don't get to spend as much time in the radio as we'd like, but we didn't have this exposure when we were in the Scouts when I was growing up. So it's a really great thing that you guys are able to get done and have a chance to see what amateur radio and ham radio is all about. And hopefully some of you guys will take it a little bit further and get your license. Ethan, I'll tell you a really quick story. In May of this year, we were playing radio like we are right now, and I had somebody call out to me, and I answered him back, and he was outside of Houston, Texas. He was 9 years old, and he had his license, and we were talking on the air, and he was a really great operator and really knew how to talk. He knew the phonetic alphabet really, really well, and he really enjoyed the hobby. So you've got a late start. He was 9, you're 10, but you can always catch up to him there, Roger.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, it has been a lot of fun, and I have talked to people that young, and I've actually talked to a couple operators that are almost 100 years old, and I did talk to one person up in Iceland, the country of Iceland. And here's the thing about the country of Iceland. There are 6 known licensed operators in the whole country of Iceland, and I was able to talk to one of them. I thought that was really, really cool.
Were you a Boy Scout?
I was a Boy Scout long, long time ago.
What rank were you?
Oh, God, that's too long to remember. I knew that was coming up. I would have to go look in the scrapbook to see what it was. I don't even remember. We did Cub Scouts, and then we moved up to Webelos, and then the Boy Scouts. That was all when we lived in Grinnell years and years ago. But gosh, I can't remember much more than that. Now you're making me look bad, Ethan.
Yeah, K0RWB. This is WM0BSA. Yeah, thanks, Randy. Ethan's done here, and he's off to other things now. Definitely appreciate all that you're doing today, and certainly kept everybody's attention.
No, I'm glad to do it. Like I said, I had a QSO Monday with a station there in Tennessee named Richard, and we also talked on the phone Wednesday. We do a live stream in the evenings, Dave, on 40 meters. And that's how we got hooked up initially. And I'm trying to get to him. I think they just moved a little bit higher up than where you guys are at. But we wanted to try to get out and try to help the Scouts. And I think it's a really great thing. Again, like I said, the kids can go to the channel. Ethan, and I didn't write his other name down. I apologize for that. And it's only about 11 minutes long, but they want to get a listen to see what they sound like on the air. And we are able to put our radio display onto the live stream as well, so they can actually see the signal strength. And we put up, the information like that. Let them, give them a look and a listen. We've had some kids that really get a kick out of it, and we enjoy doing it. So we just thought we'd do our part today. But I'm sure there's others out there as well. But thank you for giving us the time to talk to some of the Scouts. And again, thank you for all you do for the Scouts. That's certainly the future of the U.S. and also potentially, future operators as well. So L73s, I'm going to shut this stream down, and we'll kind of flip the band to see what else out there. But nice to have a chance to work you. Terrific signal, by the way, 5 and 9 the entire time. So your portable setup's doing well. I'll say 73s. Whiskey November 0, Bravo Sierra